Podcast, episode 2632. It's Friday, July the 21st, and it is our Friday Fefcast. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed and leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you bang your ear holes. Please take a moment and leave us a 5-star review. Thank you very much for doing so. After today's live stream, it is our world famous overtime segment that goes live right after the public stream every single Friday. And in the overtime segments, we release 3 brand new balls deep edits that we can't post on public platforms. Most of you know why. And of course, a brand new driving while gaining uncensored. So when you join the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com, not only do you get access to our full programs, our thousands of recipes, elimination diet, hundreds of yoga classes, meditation sessions, everything. Go check it out. You get access to all the private live streams as well. So very excited for today's overtime. Again, if you're listening to this after the fact and you missed the live of overtime, when you join, you can check out Swole TV and catch the replay. It is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. Are you ready for overtime, Beaches? Are you ready for overtime? Let's fucking go. Hit that thumbs up and let's blow our nips all the way off. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Destroy it! Throw it in the fire! Just let it go!
As a small fat who is also white,
Pizza is a vegetable.
Skinny privilege literally exists.
I'm sharing my own lived experience.
Sexy fishes!
I'm perfectly healthy.
Lazy little beach.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me!
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Well, Norma.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 2632 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in Zach realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. So what's going on, beaches, booshes, busses, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you. It's powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beats.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Fuck 'em Friday. It is the Fefcast, and of course, we have our famous overtime segment going live for members privately right at the end. Seamless transition to overtime at the end of today's episode. Don't miss out on that. We have a brand new Drive Mulgating Uncensored, brand new balls deep edits. You don't want to miss out. Best way to kick off your weekend. So join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. Now let's get into the nut. Let's get the card out. A lot of you that are already members, you already know what the card is. So you can start dropping that hashtag in the comments below. And what you're smashing today, it's a great card. It's a famous card, celebrating Fef with this awesome fucking card. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But that being said, drop in the comments, what are you smashing today? And let's get the card exposed. Let's bust that nut wide open. Ow. Put some respect on it, yes, beaches. Fantastic Swole card. This is when people quit. So the next time that you're doing a set, the next time you're going to the gym when you don't feel like it, the next time you're doing anything that is worth doing in order to achieve something that few people actually achieve, even just the basics, right? People are not consistent. So you might do a little bit of the 7 pillars now and again. You might eat healthy a little bit, and you might do a little recovery. You might get good quality sleep once or twice a week. You might do a little yoga once in a while. I've done it before. Most people will do the first 6 pillars occasionally or sporadically. They're not consistent. So enough of the bullshit, enough of the fucking nonsense. Be consistent and do it all the fucking time. Stop making excuses. Anytime you hit that roadblock, just think to yourself, this is when people quit. Because usually it is. That's when people quit. People just fucking quit. And they quit all the fucking time. So don't quit. If you don't quit, you never have to start again. So everyone's like, oh, I'm starting. I'm getting back on the horse. I'm getting back on it. I fell off, so now I'm getting back on. Well, stop falling off. Stop making bullshit excuses and acting like that's acceptable. Okay? This is when people quit. Stay focused. Stay on point. This is when people quit. Drop that in the chat. It's a great card. It's a world famous card. We've done a signature series on that as well. All right, let's get into that tip. Everyone moisturize. Let's fucking go. It's going to be a great show. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. I got to moisturize. We got Swole Fam posts in the fucking house. First one. God, there's a fly going on here. It sucks. Get the fuck off me. Get off me. It's not a fly. It's like a little mosquito. Oh my God, I wish I had my racket. All right, Jamie, first post. You're up.
What's in the box?
Jamie says, hello, fam. I have come to a point in my life where I need a mental reset. Physical gains are good, but my brain gains are garbage. Oh no. I have great family, but toxic friends who I need to exit from my life. Sounds like a perfect post for Fef. Ever wonder how you can be so healthy and unhealthy all at the same time? I need all 7 pillars, not just half. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. You do need all 7 pillars. And I don't wonder how you could be so healthy and so unhealthy. This is exactly what we're talking about. People will do a couple things. You'll train and you'll eat well, but then you surround yourself with toxic cesspool of people. Jamie, you have to Fef these people. So right where you're saying, I have great family, which is awesome because you can't change your family. You could pick your friends. You can't pick your family. Okay. So you have great family. That's awesome. But toxic friends, they're not your friends. Straight up, they're not your friends. They're acquaintances. They're people that you know. Get rid of them. Just stop answering texts quickly. If someone texts you, you know you don't have to be on your phone, on call, on command. Oh my God, someone texts me. I have to answer immediately. Just start stretching it out. Just ghost them more. Or just be unavailable. You can't go out on Friday. Or you can't do this. You're going to the gym. Prioritize it. You're doing healthy shit. That's what you're doing. So I don't know what the context is of how your friends are toxic, but my fucking God, stop spending time with them. It's easier than you think. It really fucking is. Okay, let's move on. Jamie, if you're watching live or if you're listening to this later, follow up. I want to hear about it. But yeah, let's get into this a little bit more. It's important. A lot of people deal with that shit. Brandon is looking like Richard Simmons up in this beach. Look at that neon. What the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? If you have like epileptic like seizures or something, be careful. Don't look at the screen. Brandon's wearing like a neon shirt. It's like black lighting. What is going on? Oh, it's the spin studio. Oh, they always do that weird shit in spin studios. All right, Brandon's giving us our classic standard Brandon flex pick. Massive leg day in the books today. Was going to have a rest day for the anniversary, but wifey did a double and I wasn't about to be undone. Also, black lights on in the spin classroom and neon yellow shirt, so I couldn't resist the selfie. LOL. Respect. Yow. I love it. Yow. I love it. I recognize the spin bikes in the back room and all that stuff. That's right. All the spin classes, they turn the lights off and they make it this disco thing. And they have to do all this stuff to make it interesting because spinning fucking blows. It's blowing. I'm on a bike. I'm on a bike going nowhere. Oh, lift some fucking weights. Yeah, I said it. Fuck your Zumba too. Positive charisma. Oh, we are on fire today, right?
He's heating up.
I'm already lit. You can tell it's fucking Friday. Positive charisma. Y'all, I'm struggling. I wish I could say I needed motivation, but I'm always feeling motivated and optimistic to live a good life. My seizures have been so severe today, I've forgotten when I was, where I was maybe. I was almost all day. I've been at home. I feel a little clarity now, but my body is still spasming. I was just talking about seizures from that picture. So, man, just I'm having these visions. I can just see the future. I was supposed to start the 90-day dash, but I physically can't. I wish epilepsy on nobody, not even the worst of the worst. It's pure torture, especially when you are ambitious and want to live a full life. It's quite a hindrance. Wishing constant migraines were my only problem at this point. Damn. I hate the phrase, I'll start tomorrow, when I'm I'll start today kind of gal. Let's see how I'm doing by the morning. Plus side, I'm looking forward to receiving my new bars and clips tomorrow for the plates that I got that amazing deal on. Hope everyone is having a great evening. I'm sorry to hear about all that, PK. I'm sorry to hear about that. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. I mean, these stories are important to reflect. You have the Swole fam support, but also other people that are making excuses when they don't suffer from a fraction of what some people go through every day. So, for example, the previous post, it's like, you have good family, you have toxic friends, get that shit out. You have so many things going for you. You don't throw roadblocks in your own way. So PK is dealing with roadblocks that are not out of, her choice. So I'm just curious, like, what else are you doing? What's your nutrition like and things like that? How are you doing with that? I know a lot of do you know what your triggers are? And so on and so forth. I think you were posting about migraines and constant migraines earlier. So don't look at that previous picture, by the way. Okay. Gotta make light of it a little bit. So we're here for you and we support you and we feel for you. And hopefully you can pull through and make some improvements. Has it gotten better if you've been working on your nutrition? Has it improved? And any other way to call me out, I kind of like it. No, we wish the best for you. And I think everyone would wish you could snap your fingers, but I'm sure you've tried many, many things. Maybe you can give us a little more insight, because I'm sure some other people are listening to this and, maybe they have similar issues. So what have you done, and has it improved at all with nutrition and lifestyle changes? Last Swole fam post here, and then we'll go into an email response from Anthony. Hello, Swole fam. At my heaviest, I was 320 pounds 7 years ago. I'm now 216. I struggle hard with consistency now that I've lost all the weight. I struggle with a handful of mental health issues. See, I was an alcoholic for 30 years and now clean for 6 years. But what came with my being clean is my mental baggage, but it's worth it. I just need to stop being a bitch and get to it. LOL. I am a long distance runner as well. I am a long distance runner. Well, I was last year. Now I just run. I'm looking forward to getting back in shape. Well, welcome to the fam, Anthony. Super stoked to have you. Anyone else do long distance running? Sounds like you made a lot of positive changes. Glad you ditched the alcohol. There's nothing good coming from that. And it's time for you to, I'm sure you're probably lifting weights already. And if not, let's get you fucking on the gain train. So welcome to the Swole fam, and congratulations on all your progress thus far. Good man. Good man. Good fucking man. All right, let's get into an email response. But first I want to, respond. PK has dropped in the chat. I've been only eating beef, avocado, and eggs. I'm now eating liver, or trying to, and I'm hoping that will help in the long run. I feel like some people have said that they got migraines from eggs. Have you tested eggs, PK? And what kind of eggs are you eating? Right? Just curious. I'm not saying that eggs cause problems, but some people have egg issues. Okay, let's see. And liver is definitely a good choice. All right, let's get everyone on the email list. If you're slacking, you're not on the email list, what the fuck are you doing with your life? That's a mad David for anyone not on the email list. If your inbox is like shredded roast beef, if it's all stretched out from just getting gangbanged by promotions and spam, I'll make your inbox feel like 1993. I'll make it feel like it did when you used to write an email offline and then log on to dial-up so you didn't have to spend more than $2.99 a minute. All right. I will make you feel like a fucking email virgin. I will make your inbox feel tight again with the knowledge cock. sign up over at makeemailswoleagain.com, and I am looking forward to stretching out your inbox. Let's get into one response from The Truth About Hydration. We sent out this email this past week. Freddie responded and said, I personally go through 5 liters of water a day, sometimes 6 plus electrolytes. If you're a sweaty bastard like me who is moving about a lot with 2 active jobs, it is needed. People get used to feeling dehydrated. They think it's normal. When I've gotten my clients to get in more hydration, they're shocked in a positive way. From one swole bearded person to another, water is of the utmost importance. And of course, electrolytes included with that. So thank you for the response, Freddie. And most people, are dehydrated. Most people are living through a fog of joint pain and brain fog and discomfort that just becomes normal. And a lot of times people eat when they're actually thirsty. So a lot of times when you feel hungry, if you're chronically dehydrated, you'll actually feel hungry. You'll actually feel hunger and you'll eat food, which you'll get hydration from unless you're eating completely dried, burnt out fucking toast or some shit. You're getting hydration in food, but your body will be triggering, hey, water. And like, are you not gonna get fluids? All right, fine, eat something because it needs hydration. Water is much more important than food. So make sure you're getting plenty of water and of course, electrolytes. Time for some knowledge. Let's get into it. All right. If you got live questions, drop it in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And if you want to call in and call into the show, go to askpapaswolio.com and call in. We'll take our first one from Malin. Malin, you're on the line. Stretch us out.
What is your favorite lift to do at the gym?
Anyone that gets me results. My favorite lift. I don't have one. I never like those questions. My favorite this, my favorite that. I will do different things and I will do what works best for me. Now that's a good segue into a nice little juicy rant. Stop picking favorites and train harder. You know my home gym. I have tons and tons and tons of equipment at my house. I don't need any of it. Give me a fucking barbell and I will get absolutely jacked. I don't need all those machines. I don't need all these extra toys. I don't need a full rack of kettlebells. I don't need all these things. I like them. I enjoy them. It's nice for variety in certain styles of training, but it's not necessary. You only need basic shit. You really only need basic shit and you need to train harder with what you have. I don't care what you have. You only have dumbbells? Cool. You need to train harder with that. That's it. You need to just fucking push yourself a lot harder than you think. All right. So I don't have favorites. Anytime I get asked that question, a lift or an area that I'm focusing on will depend. So I would focus on figuring out what works best for you and doing that. Just don't think about it as a favorite. Think about it as this is working best. This is getting me results and fucking do that. So don't be upset or, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Don't worry about like what machines and things like I use. I didn't get big from having all these fucking machines. I didn't get big from all the equipment I have here. I've been lifting in gym. I've been lifting for over 20 years. So I've gotten big long before I have all this stuff here. So the way I train now is not the way I used to train or trained 5 years before that and 5 years before that. Most people don't train hard enough with what they have. You don't need tons of variety. You don't need all these different things. You need all these extra sets. You need to train harder. You need to train more intensely, get more recovery, focus on all the other things outside the gym so you can repair and super compensate. So, don't worry so much. Everyone's looking for so much variety and stimulation. It's not supposed to be entertaining. Training's not supposed to be entertaining. It helps if you like it, but it's not a requirement. And people use entertainment as the requirement to train. Well, I don't enjoy that. I like doing this. I like doing this. No one fucking cares what you like. Your body doesn't care what you like. Are you progressively overloading your body? Are you training intensely enough? Are you eating properly? Are you recovering? Do you want results or not? Then stop worrying about whether it's a fucking carnival when you go to the gym. I told you I was fucking. The little rascal has spirit. I told you.
He's on fire!
Papa Swolio dropping threes. All right, question. Stephen Crabtree, Papa Swolio, what is the best type of thing to use to strain kefir? The grains I got on Amazon came with a small net type of one, and it's not too great. I have a stainless steel strainer, and I use like a silicone spatula just to move it around, and I tap it and I strain it. You want to make sure you're not using anything like plastic. You want to make sure you're not using anything reactive, like, aside from that. That way it's not affecting your kefir. You can use things like cheesecloth, but then you have to cut the cheesecloth and you're just making a mess. Like, I just use a strainer and I just kind of boom, 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 stir it around, boom, 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 knock it through. And then you have your grains, and then you can put it back in and then re-ferment the next batch. Grizzly, Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on soda water as a whole? I mean, I don't drink. I don't find a need to drink. What do you mean, like club soda or seltzer water? I don't know if there's really a downside to it aside from causing like indigestion. But I don't think it's like necessarily harmful. It's better than people drinking soda with sugar in it. Arjun Pawar, how do I submit a question before the podcast starts? Go to askpapaswolio.com and call in. Otherwise, it's live. Or you can go on Instagram and submit a response answering the questions and Instagram stories on the Swolenormous page. Okie dokie. Cerny, Maximum Swole is showing me how much I wasn't pushing it. That's why I love it. How many of you are doing Maximum Swole? Maximum Swole is the new program inside Swolenormous X for members. So if you're not yet a member, silly rabbit, gains are for the Swole fam. Join us, swolenormousx.com. And yeah, it will expose that. And the reason why I love one set to absolute failure is because there's nothing left in the tank. You're not saving anything for another set. If you know you're doing multiple sets, you're really not pushing as hard as you possibly can for that one set. And if you did push as hard as you possibly can with as much weight as you possibly could for that rep range of like 5 to 10 or so, then you really don't need anything else aside from that one set. That was the stimulus. It was more reps than you did last time or more weight than you did last time for the same reps or thereabout. The stress has improved. The overload was improved. You created the stimulus. Now it's on to recovery or the next exercise. You do a couple sets total and that's it. For chest and shit, I'll do 3 or 4 sets total maybe. You could do a little bit more, but the more volume you do, the longer it takes to recover. And if you start doing if you start doing 7, 8, 9 sets, you're fatigued. You're just fatigued. So if you have every exercise that you do and you start getting down, you're not going to be matching the same strength and you're burnt out because you used it. Your first set to failure is always going to be your strongest one. So here's what I'll do. I'll use that first exercise as the most important one. So whether it's chest or back, whatever area I'm trying to work at, like if I'm doing an incline, I'll put that first. Or for back, if I'm trying to do more of like a high row or something like that, I'll do that first. The first set, that's really going to be the kingpin. That's going to be your number one focus. Everything after that, you're more fatigued. Everything after that, you're not going to be going as heavy and as hard, and you're not going to have the same performance as that first set. So just put the most important thing first. Not your favorite thing, the most important thing. I'm going to burp. Here we go. Oh, my God. All right.
I give it a 10. Oh. A 10. A fucking 10.
It was off axis, but man, that was satisfying. That was satisfying. Oh, that felt good. Adam, I did Maximum Swole legs 2 yesterday. How'd you like it? How was it? How'd you like it? People are saying it lacked depth. Oh, it's not always for you, fam. I let you in. On, I do what needs to get done, but it's not for you. I'm doing it for me. I know it was a 4.5. It was off axis, so you have to factor that in, but man, it was satisfying. It was really satisfying. So go fuck yourself. Okay. Levi Houston 362. Papa Swolio, how can I train arms to make them bigger with only one dumbbell? You only have one dumbbell? That's awkward. Well, it depends on how heavy that dumbbell is. Lift it with one arm and then lift it with the other. You can hold something to stabilize. I mean, you can just train one arm at a time. The problem is your overload. If you only have one dumbbell, then you don't have anything to add. You don't have progression. So make sure you have a good tempo, good form. You could still do triceps and biceps, but if your biceps are going to be stronger than your triceps, then you have one dumbbell, it's going to be complicated. So I'll just do single arm exercises, but I mean, get another one or go get a gym membership. And, you know, I don't say, oh, go to the fucking gym, go get a gym membership. Depends on where you live. I know some people, well, it costs money. So I don't say that to be inconsiderate. Well, it costs money. Everything costs money. Get a job. And if you can't go to Planet Fitness and spend $10 a month, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. So get access to a gym or more weights if you want to build muscle. It's just, how do I build muscle with one dumbbell? I don't know, fucking pick it up and put it back down, lift it. Jesus Christ. The problem with that is you can't do some exercise. It's going to be too heavy, and some exercise is going to be too light, and you can't progress it. I appreciate the question, but it's like, fuck, man. What kind of a question is that? Get more of them or go to the gym. It's like Planet Fitness is fucking free for teenagers, right? Don't they do like free summer? It's like for teenagers or in high school, they give like gym memberships for free where it's $10 a month. There are a lot of things to lift. Just lift other things. It doesn't have to be a constructed weight. You can lift rocks. You can get a wooden dowel and hang buckets of water off the ends. Okay. Let's see. Bobby Schaefer, Papa Swole. I believe I strained my tendon in my right elbow. Do you recommend anything for rehab? Well, believing what you did doesn't mean that's what you did. It's quite possible. I don't know what that means. Your right elbow. I mean, there's different tendons. There's different muscle groups. I recommend things like, as long as it doesn't cause more issues, depending on the issue, you can get a club and start doing some swinging. Club swinging, Indian club, light club, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds, steel club or wood club, lighter weight. If you want to, splurge on some nicer clubs, you could use a bucket of rice and warm up your wrists and your forearms. You could also get a Therabar or a Flex. Was it Therabar? A Therabar on Amazon. Have it in the Amazon store. That's great for the forearm and tendonitis and balancing the muscles in your forearms. But one of the best things you can do for your wrist, grip strength, integrity, shoulder integrity, and especially elbow is inside and outside circles with a club. Okay. All right, let's see. We got a question in the Daily Swole Telegram. Papa, what are your thoughts on this? Who is this from? Dora. Mushroom supplement, better brand, better mushrooms, 60 gummies, raspberry flavored. Well, I don't know what the hell's in that. So if you're going to do any kind of mushroom shit, you don't need gummies. Give me a fucking break. This is just like satisfying people's candy addiction. Chew this gummy and you're going to get mushroom stuff. Any of this uber processed shit. I mean, you're better off like eating a mushroom. I don't know. Look, and I'm just saying, I've taken mushroom stuff before. In the past, I've like added powder, like mushroom powder to like my coffee when I was blending it and stuff back in the day. I haven't done it in a long time. I don't feel any different. And this is how I don't feel any different. I actually, when I forget what it was some kind of mushroom. It wasn't mushroom creamer. It was something else. I started getting acid reflux. It was a while ago. It was a few years ago. But I knew when I stopped taking it, I just completely forgot about it. I don't need mushroom powders. A lot of this is just marketing gimmicks. It'll be like mud water. Don't drink coffee, drink fucking mushroom sludge. I see now on TikTok, I see this a lot. It's like I'm having, have you seen the sea moss bullshit? And I don't know if sea moss is okay. It's great. Sea moss, fine. Maybe it is somewhat effective. Okay, but they're pushing a lot of this like sea moss flavored shit. It's like everyone's like, oh, sea moss, like, oh, I got this flavor, and all the things. It's like improve your immunity, improve this and this, all these different lists. Eat real fucking food, get sleep, lift weights, get sun. You don't need to consume sea moss. And there's this one video, no hate towards this guy. I mean, he seems like a nice dude. I guess he's like the owner. And it was like this black guy, and he was wearing like this white button-down shirt, and his like huge gut, like the shirt was like ripping apart. And he's talking about sea moss. I'm like, dude, you need to stop eating cake. Fucking sea moss is not going to get you healthier. You have diabetes. So I don't understand what, it's just more marketing bullshit. And again, are there some benefits to eating sea moss? I don't know, man. But my God, you know, people are going right for these supplements and not doing the fundamental basics. If you're not getting quality sleep, you're not eating quality food, you're not lifting weights, you're not getting sun, sea moss ain't going to help you. It's not. That's my point. All right. It's not, I mean, if you're doing everything, let's say I'm doing all this stuff and then I add a little bit of sea moss or whatever this is and I feel better. Okay. But you have to get the basics down first. It's like that with anything. Alan says seaweed is mineral packed though. So is my jizz, but I'm not, you know, selling that on fucking social media. Okay. Is it Friday already? Okay, Florian _H_7696. Get the standard.
Matt Damon.
Just because of the underscores. You look like a good looking dude. Got nice pearly white teeth. Got a little Matthew McConaughey, True Detective vibe going on here. But let's get rid of the underscores, Florian. Okay, no one's got Florian H7696. You don't need to underscore it. Just saying. My BMI is 22.6, but I feel skinny because I am 6'3". Is it okay if I am overweight if I train hard? Let me try to decipher. So your BMI is 22.6. Like I've said many, many times, BMI is not accurate when you have lean mass. So you train hard and you're overweight by BMI standards. So yeah, BMI is not relevant if you have muscle mass. So if you're building muscle, it's not accurate. BMI is for average, sedentary, the average fucking fat, lazy American, person that doesn't do anything. If you have more lean mass, it's not accurate. I'm obese based on BMI because I'm, 5'10" or so, and I'm like 210 pounds. So I'm obese, but I have a lot of muscle mass, so it's not accurate. No, pack on that muscle, Florian, and get rid of those underscores. That'll probably be the best. I guarantee, like, if you'll build a lot more muscle if you don't have those underscores. Just saying. H4YG. Papa Soli, how to cut with discipline. Well, I mean, take a knife, make sure you're going long ways. You don't want to go across. I'm just kidding. Oh, too soon? All right. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Call a hotline. That was a joke. How to cut with discipline. Eat real fucking food, train hard, and don't do much of a calorie deficit. Maybe 250 calories or something like that if you're really measuring that. Okay, stupid question. Yeah, just lazy question. BQ Dunlap 13. How many times a week should you be in the gym? That depends on what your goals are, your experience, and your split and your training intensity, but not as many as you might think. You should be doing something every single day physically to aid in recovery. 7 Pillars, swolenormoussex.com. Download your free copy. Yuvra Shukla 495. Which pre-workout is better? D's nuts. D's nuts. Just drink some black coffee if you're getting quality sleep. You don't need all these extra stimulants. You could also mix. You can make your own. I'll do that with citrulline malate, beta-alanine, or betaine, and stuff like that. But you can mix that yourself. Those things are fine for you, and you can actually get the efficacious dose by mixing it yourself. That is what I am fucking talking about. You know you like it.
Emotional damage.
John says beets. Fuck beets. Don't even try to tell me that beets taste good. Don't even tell me that. Don't even try to tell me that beets taste good. Don't even tell me. Don't tell me that, John. JBG Cab. Best tip for a 70. Sorry, JPG. JBG. Best tip for a 47-year-old in terms of workout structure, cardio or weights. Weights all day long. Cardio can be a seasoning. I would recommend Maximum Swole is a perfect program for someone who's 47 because your recoverability is a lot lower than when you were 27. High intense training, low volume, maximize recovery, practice yoga, eating well, sleeping like a beast, making sure you're really getting in those micronutrients. But intense training, high intensity, low volume, 4 to 6 sets per body part, one all out set, maximize your intensity, maximize the stimulus, and then maximize the recovery. Weights over cardio, 1,000%. Cardio is very beneficial, but you don't need fucking hours of cardio. You could just do 10, 15 minutes of like interval training on a Versa climber or a step mill or sprints or a bunch of different things, or like, an air bike or something like that. You don't need tons and tons and tons and tons. You just need to get into those higher zones. Okay. All right. Let's see. Carson, Brandon has been notified about your burp since it took out 2 miles of the ozone. You are a global warming threat. Goddamn right. Let's fucking go.
How dare you?
Yeah, I am a threat. I am a threat. Good. Good. Nick C. Papa Swole, did you see the video of that gigantic black girl battering that little white girl? Which BLM video is that? The black girl claims she was bullied because the white girl said she was walking slow in passing. Unfortunately, it's like, which one was this? No, I didn't see that. I'm assuming it's something fresh. No, I didn't see it. All right, we're about to go into balls deep and get into overtime because we got a lot to do. We got overtime. Let's go balls deep. Let's go fucking deep. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep. Hadouken! All right, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, we have overtime for members exclusively. Smooth transition. I'm saying smooth transition.
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude.
Smooth transition at the end of today's show. It goes right into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. So we got a brand new Drive Mulgating Uncensored. We got brand new Balls Deep edits. All this for members. We can't post them publicly because, I don't mind speaking I'll speak my truth publicly. But there's no need to literally be like, hey, execute me, put my head on the chopping block. So we can't post these publicly, especially Drive Mulgating. So make sure you're there for that. Exclusive content only for members. There's a lot of Drive Mulgatings on this enormous YouTube channel. You can watch the throwbacks, but now for members only. All right. Overtime's going live. It's going to be fucking ridiculous, and you already know that. We'll see you there. So almost there, almost into overtime. In the meantime, Nancy says, oh my God, don't say speak my truth ever again. Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
All right, let's get into some stupid fucking shit. Oh, we got good ones. We have good ones. I see some gender stuff. I see pronouns. I see queer in the titles. Yo, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. We're in the balls deep portion. Why is that? Bloop. All right, fam. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3.
You need to stop being a lady.
Pick a
Quit
fucking
worrying.
number.
You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And this is my churchy. This is my churchy. You cold, baby? And this is my turn. Get the sleepies. Ooh, she gets the sleepies. Ooh, she gets the sleepies. Let's go with Bobby Schaefer, number 3. Number 3, Bobby Schaefer.
I fart in your general direction.
All right. Let's see. This one's called Thought Experiment. So everyone, you could haze Bobby. Blame Bobby. Blame Bobby. All right. Thought experiment. Let's see what we got here.
Thought experiment. Do you ever worry that you will not fit into the chair at a doctor's office, a restaurant, or a airline?
If you worry about fitting into a chair that's designed for humans, you need to take better care of yourself. And sometimes you might be in that situation because you didn't take care of yourself. And, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I don't ever, because I eat real food and I lift weights and I don't weigh 500 pounds.
If not, you have something called thin privilege.
No, I just don't have shitty fucking habits. I don't eat garbage and sit on my ass all fucking day. I don't have thin privilege. I am just a human. So there's that.
Thin privilege is living in a body that is the shape or size that is kind of expected and within the norms.
So this is what, if you look in the dictionary next to fucking retarded, that's what you see. I'm not living in a body that's around the normal size. I work my ass off. I have discipline. I take care of myself. I'm living in a body. I have a body that I've cultivated.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
The example around fitting into a chair was shared by Naomi Finkelstein from The Body Positive, and it made me really think, like, wow, there are a lot of ways that if you don't fit into the standards, living a comfortable and full life might really be impacted by your body's shape. If you're curious about thin privilege, if it's the first time you're hearing about it, let me know what other aspects you'd like me to talk about, whether it is medical care, shopping, discrimination. Let's get chatting.
Let's get chatting.
Shut up, bitch!
Tell me you need a steak without telling me you need a fucking steak. All right. I'll tell you what, it's swole privilege. That's why we have the shirt, swole privilege. I will say I have swole privilege. I have swole privilege. You know why? Because I work my fucking ass off to be fucking swole. I hope I don't fit into a fucking chair. I hope I don't fit into a fucking chair. My goal when I was like bulking hard in my early 20s, and it was like, the goal was just get absolutely fucking jacked. I wanted to walk down the street and I wanted children to hide behind their mother's skirt, like dressed like, oh my God, because a fucking woolly mammoth was coming down the street. Okay. One of my proudest moments were when I was walking down a sidewalk. It was like in a shopping center, you know, you have like the overhang and stuff. And I was walking down I was just walking straight. I wasn't like in the middle of this, you know, in the walkway. I was just walking. And this guy was walking with his girlfriend and he kind of like moved her to the side and kind of walked behind her because I was fucking jacked and I was walking like I was going to knock shit down like bowling pins. So I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. I'm existing here. That's swole privilege. I don't want to fit into a chair. If I sit in a chair, I'm like, God, it's a little bit tight. You know why? Because of fucking leg day. That's why. I don't want to fit. I want to walk. I have to walk sideways between double doors. That's a win. That's a big fucking W. Okay? That's a big fucking W. I don't want to be able to fit on carnival rides. No, sir, you can't fit. You're too goddamn jacked. Not a fucking problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. You made my fucking day. All right, pick a number, 1 or 2. Pick a number, 1 or
2. You are looking rather splendid this evening.
All right, let's go with PK number 2. PK number 2. Hopefully, you're just going to ruin our existence. You're going to ruin our day. Now, PK, if you're dealing with seizures or you're dealing with a migraine, don't take it out on all of us. Don't choose a horrible video so then you're going to make us have fucking seizures. Yeah, you're over there like, excellent. Because this one's called Queer Camp. So, fucking hell. PK's like, roast me. I think you just literally sentenced all of us to a shitty next 41 seconds. Here we go. It's called Queer Camp. Queer Camp. Like a pedophile play date? Pedophile party. Good morning from queer camp. Remind me don't drop the soap in queer camp. Okay.
Hey, good morning from Queer Camp. I love this question that I got recently, which is, if people use more than one pronoun, does the order in which they tell you those pronouns matter? So
Nothing
if
they
someone
say
is
matters.
he, they, does that mean they'd prefer he but accept they? Or are they just like interchangeable? Or like a roommate that I once had thought, does it mean that you have to split your sentence in half and use one pronoun half the time and the other half? Luckily,
Jesus Christ. If I have to do homework to speak to you, I'm not going to be spending time with you. Seriously. Think of how narcissistic this is. I have to use one pronoun half the sentence. Do you understand how pronouns work? They're not around you if you're using pronouns. If you're saying he or him, you're not using that to the person. You're not saying it to their face. You never call someone to their face he or him. It doesn't matter what their mental disorder is. It doesn't matter. They're my pronouns. You don't use them when you're speaking to them. People don't fucking understand grammar. Hi, he. Oh, hi, him.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
it's usually not that last one. The order of pronouns often indicates preference, but not always. If you're unsure, you can just ask. Like here at camp, people's pronouns change constantly. So I usually start the day by saying, hey, what pronouns are we rocking with right now? It's easy to remember because they are on our name tags.
Hey, what pronouns we rocking with, son? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. What pronouns are we rocking with? What pronouns we rocking with, bruh?
Doing he, him exclusively right now because camp is a great place to try some of this stuff on for the first time. A lot of these kids and often their counselors don't feel super safe doing that at home.
I wonder why.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Okay. Queer camp. Queer camp. Does queer camp come with like STD kits? Okay. There's a lot of gender fluids going on at queer camp. Let's put it that way. Queer camp, aka
Fucking people.
All right. Let's keep this train going. Let's keep this train going. Papa Swole, you can't be serious. I am HIV positive. Okay. Don't edit that out. Okay. Too soon? Where were we? What are we doing here?
Great Scott!
All right, we got one more. So let's do one more. Then let's do a throwback and let's go into overtime so we can really lay into shit. We can really get into stuff. Okay, here we go. This is called non-binary pronouns. And I always say this. Because I like saying things and I like saying this. Non-binary is more ridiculous than trans. Because trans, you're like, I'm the opposite. It's like, okay, there's two. There is two. At least you're like, I'm going to be this. I'm a man, but I'm going to be a woman now. Well, you're choosing one. I'm a woman, but I'm going to be a man now. Or you think you're going to. You want to masquerade. Okay. It's the opposite, right? Trans. You know what trans is? It's like Greek or Latin, right? Trans fat molecules on the opposite side, hydrogens or, certain things, right? Cis trans. That's organic chemistry. Now, non-binary that's the most nonsensical stuff. I'm neither. I'm neither. I'm a special snowflake. You're not. I'm non-binary. AKA, I want attention. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. Non-binary pronouns. Here we go. It's quick.
Hey, just a friendly reminder that if somebody identifies as non-binary, that doesn't automatically mean that that person uses they, them pronouns.
I knew it. Oh my God, that makes it so much easier. Oh, thanks for clarifying it. I can't wait to clarify this with all my non-binary people that I know, which I know none. I have never met or heard anyone in real life say this. Does that mean everyone's child is non-binary because all they do is kick and scream for attention all the time? Because that's what it means. Not all non-binary people use they, them pronouns. Great. How does that affect anything? It doesn't. I don't care what pronouns they use. I mean, if you look like a woman, you're going to be called a woman just because people aren't necessarily checking between your legs like a dog. Like, oh, what they got down here? If you look like a woman, most people probably won't notice, even if you had surgeries and stuff like that. They're probably just going to refer to you as a woman because they don't know any different. If you look like a dude, you're going to be called a dude. If you look like a masculine female, you're going to be called a female. If something's off, it's going to be like, that's a dude. A long time ago when I had blonde hair, someone came around a corner, at the supermarket, and I had my hair down, and someone instinct was like, oh, excuse me, miss. And they're like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Cause I laughed because I had long hair, and they just came and just glanced for a second, like bumped into me. You see long hair, a lot of times you might think it's a female. Like, this female's fucking jacked. Look at the lat spread on this chick. Anyway, let's go. I didn't get offended. You insulted me.
That person might use multi-pronouns or any pronouns or all pronouns or no pronouns.
None.
Or neopronouns or he, him pronouns or she, her pronouns. Yeah, there's all kinds of options. And
Hold on. Oh my God, I'm close. Keep going. I'm close. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that was good. Oh, finish me. Solid.
it's really up to that person. All right, thanks.
And I always use this example. If you want to know what the grift is, look at the person's username. This person's username is @thegender_rebel. The Gender Rebel. Let me know what this person's intent is. Literally just be contrarian to whatever you say. Just to actively be a victim and actively skirt. Just move the target constantly. I'm a gender rebel. So I guess we're getting awards for having mental disorders now. You're getting certifications and you're getting publicity for your psychological issues. Excellent. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for the ridiculous nonsense that was. Let's get into a throwback so we don't hang ourselves. All right, here we go. This is a throwback, and then we're going into overtime, baby.
What's in the box?
Throwback time, throwback time. The title of this video says transphobic pediatrician.
Aside from incessant misgendering from her whole staff, she also said in front of my child that I needed to mourn the loss of my daughter in front of my 9-year-old transgender child.
My 9-year-old transgender child.
I'm so lost. When people talk that fast, no one talks like that unless they're just fucking in a constant state of anxiety.
She then refused to write a letter for his name change, stating the fact that he is too young to know himself.
Well, no shit.
Not only was she disrespecting my son's knowledge of his own self, but she's also disrespecting me.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is fucking child abuse. Your 9-year-old transgender child. How does this woman still have this child? There's some evil shit in this fucking world. And sometimes it comes in the form of a Karen with a receding hairline. Like, this is some fucked up shit.
Emotional damage.
And I remember this video. It didn't sound like after I said that she was talking fast, but I remember she started off like super fucking hot. I don't know if you guys remember that episode. I forget which one that's from. I forget what episode that's from. But she started off like really fucking hot. Really hot. And there's, in my opinion, you don't have to like it, right? You might listen like, oh yeah, transphobic. I don't, whatever. There's no such thing as a 9-year-old transgender child. That doesn't make sense. You can make the argument that there's no such thing as transgenderism, period. There's gay men and there's lesbian women or gay women, whatever you want to say. When you're 9 years old, no, you're not the opposite fucking. It's fucking insane. So when you are feeding into that nonsense, and what's funny is at the beginning of this video, you think, oh, I can't believe this woman talked to it. And then, I can't believe this doctor was saying all this stuff. And then she goes, to my 9-year-old transgender. It's like, you're already there. You're already there. So it's absolute child abuse. Super fucking creepy. Super creepy. You're supposed to protect your children. You're supposed to raise them to full adulthood through puberty, through these challenging times, navigating culture and society. And then they could be their own person and make their own decisions. Some people want to go that route. It's like if you're an adult person, some people cut their tongues so they have look like a lizard. Some people put big gauge earrings in. They tattoo their whole fucking bodies. They want to look like a... It's their life, right? But you have to get them to that point. And feeding into a child's delusions or brainwashing or programming from school and social media and friends and other lunatics that are trying to groom your children, that's just fucking nonsense. You're failing your child. You can have your own opinion on that, but that's my opinion. And I think my opinion's correct. But that's my opinion too, so. All right, we got a swole card to give away. Let's fucking give it away before I lose my goddamn shit. I will save that for overtime. We have an amazing overtime segment for members only. Join us, swolenormousx.com.
Congratulations!
Why am I muted? Why am I muted? I was on a roll. How long did that mute for? All right. How long was that muting for? Anyway, I was on a roll, so I don't know when it muted, but I'm not going to edit it. I don't care. I'm not going to fix it. It's all good. Congratulations, Eric. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2632. Oh, like a minute. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll. Ugh, it's going to take so much fucking work. Right before the Falcon? Right before the dinosaurs danced? Fuck it then. All right. Let's send us the email. You know what to do. All right. Let's nut this beach. All right. That threw me off. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Was that you, Freddy? Your fucking talons? You goddamn furry talon bird fucking cunt. Maybe I'll have to edit that in. I'll fix it. God damn it.
Matt Damon.
It was you. You did hit that fucking button. I knew you. I fucking knew it. Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner. Then trim your goddamn fucking talons. You won't hit shit that's not supposed to be hit.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
I got hairy legs.
I'll fix that audio. I'll see if I can fix it. See if I can figure it out.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
No, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Cerny says, damn bird. I know. Just chill out. Fucking goddamn bird. Freddy, sit down. Sit down. Get on your fucking perch. No beef tonight. I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving you shit. You heard me. You heard me. I don't give two fucks. I don't give two fucks, bro.
Now, once you've had sex with a woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
Nice, Joe.
Are there any women here today?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you.
Pay that man his money.
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
A jelly donut?
Ooh. That's some fat hog. Coast to coast. Undefeated. Undefeated. Crank up that beach. Crank up that beach. Bonjour, overtime, fam. Thank you so much for being here. It is time to go into OTZ My Kneesies. Head into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. If you're new to the Swole fam, log in right there on your homepage, your landing page. Once you log in, you'll see the Daily Swole Telegram chat. We start in 2 minutos. 2 minutos. 2-minute warning. And then we go hard into overtime. And of course, if you can't catch it live, shame on you. You get some booze, but it will be available for later watching inside Swole TV. And when you join, you can go through all the Dry Mulgating Uncensored, all the balls deep edits, everything. There's so much stuff. Join us, SwoleNormousX.com. Thank you so much for being here. Overtime starts right now. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh. Out.
Hey.